Hello everyone. Now we have come on the completion of our textual question of chapter number 1, the third level of our course book with stars. So let's move on. Question number 1, what does the third label refer to? The third label refers to the subway of Grand Central Station that take passengers to Galesburg, Illinois. The third label on the station was a medium of escape for Charlie, the narrator, from the harsh realities of modern life. It provided him a base where he could interweave fantasy and reality. So, what is third label? Third label was nothing, just an imagination from the narrator Charlie that he has woven to just go away from the very hard condition, hard situation of the modern life that he doesn't want to face. So, sometimes, whenever we find stuck ourselves in some of the situation and condition we don't want to go in, so then we are going to find a place where we are going to feel ourselves comfortable, where we are going to feel ourselves easy. So the same way Charlie himself created a place for his comfortability, that was the third level at Grand Central Station. Next question, would Charlie ever go back to the ticket counter on the third level to buy tickets to Galesburg for himself and his wife? No, Charlie would never go back to ticket counter on the third level to buy tickets to Galesburg for himself and his wife, because third level was his imagination. In his imagination, he just built up and he just dreamt out a level, that there is a third level that goes in the another era from the modern era, and he just want to go with his wife to that era, but that era never exists. So did Charlie buy a ticket? No, there was no ticket counter and Charlie did not buy any type of ticket. Now, subjective questions. Do you think that the third level was a medium of escape for Charlie, and why? Yes, I think that the third level was a medium of escape for Charlie. Life in modern world is full of insecurity, fear, war, worries and stress. Man has to confront them all the times. The harsh realities of life make living quite unpleasant and even unbearable. So he wants to escape into a wishful world. Charlie talks to his psychiatrist friend about the third label at the Grand Central Station. His friend calls it a walking dream wish fulfillment. Charlie possesses an escapist tendency. Even his stamp collecting is a temporary refuge from reality. Now, the question is asking me is Charlie, whatever the Charlie dreamt out about the third label, that was a medium, means that was a place Charlie want to go just to escape from the reality. Then yes, Charlie just want to go away from the all the hard realities of the life of the modern life which he was going through, because that life is full of insecurity, fear, war, worry, so many problems were there, and he just want to go at the place created by himself. That's why he created a imaginative place that was the third level of Grand Central Station. Okay, and here this thing he also shared with his friend that who was a psychiatrist. Okay, but psychiatrist gave this thing of Charlie a walking dream wish fulfillment, means means Charlie was just going to see a daydreaming. Okay, he was daydreaming and he just want to fulfill his own wish in this daydreaming, in his own imagination. Okay, and Charlie was also previously collecting the posting temple stamps also collection was there with the Charlie. That was also a type of escaping things from the very type of difficulties or trouble to which Charlie doesn't want to present himself. Question number 2, what do you infer from Sam's letter to Charlie? The way Charlie came across Sam's letter was surrounded in mystery. Among his oldest first day cover, he found an envelope. The envelope containing the letter bore the address of his grandfather. It was written on July 18, 1894. The postmark shows the picture of President Garfield. Generally, the first day cover have blank papers in them, but this one contained a letter. The letter was addressed to Charlie. In the letter, Sam had informed Charlie that he was living on the third level. He had also told Charlie and his wife to keep looking for the third level. Clearly, the letter was a product of Charlie's imagination. Now, there is means we can say this is very big proof in this story, Sam's letter, because that was a concrete thing. Means this was a thing that can that one can see and one can hold his in hand. But you can see this was also a type of imagination from Charlie. Means once he got a letter from the envelope that is called first day covers, and he found a letter in that dated July 18, 1894, that was sent to his grandfather. Okay, that means first day covers used to suppose carry the blank paper, but that envelope was carrying a letter, and that letter was addressed to Charlie. Means how can it possible? Means Charlie was living in a modern life, and the letter was dated on July 18, 1894. So itself it shows means this is a type of imagination. It's a fake thing. It's a lie. So how can it possible a man living in the modern life and got the letter addressed by his name in the era of 18? So it is not possible. So this shows third level was also imagination, and the letter was also just an imagination of Charlie's mind. Question number 3. The modern world is full of insecurity, fear, war, worry, and stress. What are the ways in which we attempt to overcome them? Now, the question is asking, in modern life, each and every person have to face insecurity, troubles, difficulties, and all that. Means nobody can escape from them. But how can we overcome them? How can we save ourselves from these difficulties? Now, the answer is we can overcome the anxieties and insecurities bred by all the inevitable existence in the modern world by getting involved in some practical and beneficial activities. Cultivating hobbies is spending time with the family and friends, going to trips and excursions, pursuing meditation and exercises helps us to live a balanced and healthy life. Reading good books in equivalent to having good friends with great insight. They not only enrich us with the vast store of knowledge but also helps us to learn from others' experiences and stay rooted to some basic quality of humanity. Joining hobby classes or gym, attending social events like birthdays and weddings, going for outdoor games, interacting meaningfully through social networking sites and writing diaries, etc. can also help us to revive our worries and stay focused and disciplined in life. Simple activities like listening to music, playing with pets, an occasional dinner out, watching cinema or plays, or going out some places like parks, etc. can also be go a long way in helping us to get rid of the stress, boredom, and insecurities. Now, in this answer, there is a sum up of the general life that we all lead on in the today's modern world. Means nobody can escape. We cannot just take them away. We cannot save ourselves from the difficulties and problems. Everybody has to face the problems in any manner, and they have to be gone through it. But how we are taking these difficulties depends on ourselves. Means troubles are there, okay, they fine, troubles are there, but you can manage, you can just make yourself stand higher than the troubles. And how you can just make the troubles lesser and just take the desired thing that you like to do higher than your troubles. And what can be the desirable? The best part is the hobby. Okay, just try to come up with your hobbies, just try to spend the time with your families, take something out. Okay, just have a look of the world, nearby area, the atmosphere. This means you can come up with the natural things, come closer with the natural things, with your family, with your friends, and with the new things. You can just try to learn new things. And in this modern life it's become so easy. Means you can find each and everything just sitting at one place on one click. Then why you are not going to use it? If you are just wasting your time in just maintaining your health deteriorated, not maintaining your health and deteriorating just in the sense of your health and your mental level, then this is, or total responsibility is just of yours. There are so many things you can just choose out and just make your personality like this, that no trouble and difficulties can come and affect your mind level. You can do with simple activities like listening to music, playing with your pads. If the childrens are there, you can play with your childrens. Sometime you take your family and friends and go out for dinner or lunch, whatever you want. You can go out, just watch a movie, nice movie. If you are not able to go out, just watch a movie sitting at a place. Means today we can watch a movie on mobile, on laptop, on everywhere. Means any type of things you can just take at yourself to get rid of from these stress, this boredom, this type of troubles and difficulties in any manner. Now, next question. Do you see an intersection of time and space in the story? Now, what is intersection? When there are two things, one thing is coming from one side, another thing is coming from another side, and where the meet, the point where they meet, that point is called intersection. So it is asked in the question that time and space, two things are there, and when they meet at one point, that intersection is present in this story or not. Yes, there are certain instances in the story that shows an intersection of time and space. Firstly, the first two levels of Grand Central Station were located in the present time, while the third level existed in 1890s. Secondly, Charles and his wife Louisa live in the present time, yet he rushes to get old currency to buy two tickets to go to the Galesburg of 1894. Further, the old architecture of the platform at the third level is different from the modern platform of the first two levels. Besides, the archaic manner of the dressing by the people and the newspaper, The Word, dated June 11, 1984, also overlaps with the Charlie's real-time word and existence. Lastly, the letter that was mailed to Charlie's grandfather on 18 July 1894 highlights the intersection of time and space, as the sender, Charlie's friend Sam, and receiver, Charlie himself, belong to the present time. So in this story, there are not one instance, means there are many instances, more than one instance are there where the time and space intersect each other. First is the labels. Okay, third label was there, that was very different from the two labels of the Grand Central Station. Though the third level was an imagination, but even then, all the architecture part, all the platform part, the dressing of the people, different type of their manner of talking, their manner of behaving, they all were different from each other. Another thing was about the newspaper. The newspaper that was carried by a boy, The Word. Okay, in the 1890s era, that was very much different from the real time of the Charlie's Word existence. Means there was also a newspaper comes, The Word. The letter, and the last is the letter that Charlie got in the first cover envelope, that was written to his grandfather in the 18th July 1894. But when the Charlie took out that letter, that was addressed to Charlie and written by his friend Sam in the present time. So here you can see at so many places the intersection of the time and space you can see in the story. Though this intersection is just an imagination from the Charlie's mind, but still the intersection from old era to new era is present there. Next question. Apparently, illogicality sometimes turned out to be a futuristic projection. Discuss. Illogicality is there, means if you are saying something, if something happened to you, that is not logical, that is not practical. But sometimes this illogically sometimes also says stupidity or the foolishness. But this type of logicality also turn in the futuristic projection. How? It is true that apparent illogicality sometimes turn out to be futuristic projection. Before the Wright brothers invented the first aeroplane, nobody could have dared to believe that man could fly. Before Alexander Graham Bell invented the telephone, it would have been impossible to believe long distance talks happening in the real time interface. Moreover, there are examples of the inventions like that of inventing a modern day sewing machine with a needle that has hole on its wrong end. which were conceived in dreams but now are the parts of our everyday reality. All this emphasis that fantasies of one point of the time that seems illogical may turn out to be revolutionary things that change the future of the mankind. Similarly, it would not be far-fetched to think about a railway station fitted with a time machine devices that would make travel from one era to another just a matter of time. So this question is not from the text. This question is comes from the understanding of your that you have taken from the text. So you have to give the answer based on your understanding that you have comes out with the result of this story. So here something means whatever you are thinking that is not possible. In simple meaning I am making you understand, if you are thinking that this is not possible, but after some time there are the peoples who make the same impossible thing possible, and then you also are doing that thing. Like whenever we thought about the aeroplane means how can one fly in the sky, but see today each and everybody in their daily life they are flying in the sky. How can this possible means sitting at in your room you can just talk to the person who are living seven seas away to you in other country, even in other country, but nowadays it is very much very easily possible. The swing machine, you have seen, you must have seen the swing machine, the old type of swing machine and the modern kind of swing machine means you need to not just put your hands or your finger on the machine and just in a seconds you just get your product stitched in a finished form. So how these all things possible? All these things once they seems very impossible, but the man who make it revolution and just comes up with the dream and make it very reality, and everybody is using this reality. So how one can not think means the railway station can also be there, a type of time machine should be kept there which take you from one era to another era, means it's a type of imagination, fine, means it is not possible, but what's bad in this? If anybody is just thinking this type of imagination and if that person is feeling comfortable, very much happy in his imagination, then that's okay. Okay, so if the Charlie is thinking about creating an imaginative place of 18 era just to feel himself comfortable and easy, then it's okay. So this story is all about that. Now, subjective questions. Do you think that the third level was a medium of escape for Charlie, and why? Yes, I think that the third level was a medium of escape for Charlie. Life in modern world is full of insecurity, fear, war, worries and stress. Man has to confront them all the times. The harsh realities of life make living quite unpleasant and even unbearable. So he wants to escape into a visual world. Charlie talks to his psychiatrist friend about the third label at the Grand Central Station. His friend calls it a walking dream wish fulfillment. Charlie possesses an escapist tendency. Even his stamp collecting is a temporary refuge from reality. Now, the question is asking me is Charlie, whatever the Charlie dreamt out about the third label, that was a medium, means that was a place Charlie want to go just to escape from the reality. Then yes, Charlie just want to go away from the all the hard realities of the life of the modern life which he was going through, because that life is full of insecurity, fear, war, worry, so many problems were there, and he just want to go at the place created by himself. That's why he created a imaginative place that was the third level of Grand Central Station. Okay, and here this thing he also shared with his friend that who was a psychiatrist. Okay, but psychiatrist gave this thing of Charlie a walking dream wish fulfillment, means means Charlie was just going to see a daydreaming. Okay, he was daydreaming and he just want to fulfill his own wish in this daydreaming, in his own imagination. Okay, and Charlie was also previously collecting the posting temple stamps also collection was there with the Charlie. That was also a type of escaping things from the very type of difficulties or trouble to which Charlie doesn't want to present himself. Now, the last question of the exercise, you have read Adventure by Jayant Nirlirkar in Hornbill Class 11. Compare the interweaving of fantasy and reality in the two stories. Now, it's related with your previous class where adventure, there is a writing adventure written by Jayant Nirlirkar. So, there was a fantasy and reality too present there. So, which type of interweaving is there of fantasy and which type of interweaving of fantasy in this story that we have to compare. In Adventure, Jayant Nirlirkar expressed that many words exist simultaneously through they appear to be separated by time. He expressed that the other word also existed and prospered with the word we are aware of. On the other hand, in the third level, Charlie, a young man, York, commuter wandering Grand Central Station by accident finds a gateway that leads to a real past of 1894. Seizing the opportunity, Charlie attempts to escape the rat race by buying a one-way ticket to his childhood town, Galesburg. Not having proper currency for that period, he forced to postpone his plan to escape to the past. Now see, both of the stories are having fantasy and reality. Okay, there is a very thin line between them, but how they are different from each other. As far as adventure is said, means we can just think, yes, in the way there is one word in which we are living, but we can also imagine a type of word that can be of one's choice. Okay, each and everybody is having different type of choice, and each and everybody really definitely dreamt at least once in their lifetime to go in the world that is created by their own mind. But in this story of the third level, Charlie is the narrator whose imagination is so concrete, is so real, that he is just going to find the imaginative word in front of him. Means he himself try to create so many proofs that yes, there is third level present. Means this is imagination, okay, but he has created, he has presented with so reality, with so much reality, that even once if anybody other is going to listen to the story and not go in depth in the story, he's just going to believe that yes, there is third level present in the Grand Central Station. And how many things you can see the Charlie has proved through letter, through old currency, through newspaper, so many things are there. Means one has to be forced himself to believe that yes, the existence of the third level is there on the Grand Central Station. So like this we compare the reality and fantasy. Means there in adventure we can just imagine, there is a word we can create, and in this the third level word through the imagination is just concreted in front of the audience. So here I have completed all the question answer. Look, students, I am just going to elaborate, explain the answers so deeply, so large, just because of I'm not making you whatever the answers are written over your screen. You are just going to write down in your notebook and you are just going to rectify those answers. No, just try to understand the text first, apply your mind, then make your sentence yourself, try to give the answer yourself. See, whatever the, don't see the length of the answer, how much the answer is big. Oh my god, it's one page answer, two-page answer, how I'm going to learn it, how I'm going to write it, if there is any mistake. Don't just go on these things. Just place your mind at one place. Only you are there, nobody else is there, only you can give the answer. Just make the answer in your language, simplify the answer. Answer is based on the daily things. If you see, then these are not very hard answers, not very scientific or logical, very simple answers there. The answers are there that happens in your daily life. Okay, so just find out the things, make yourself very much comfortable with the language. Try to come down to the level, or go up to the level, whatever the level of you are carrying. Just try to achieve that, utilize this time. Okay, concentrate on your mind and you can do it. You believe me, you can do it. Okay, so that's it for now. We'll meet again.